Yeah, Jug versus the Phoenix sounds definitely nice. No, there's a Monkey King though. One hero that you have to consider how you want to address.
I don't be able to deal with the Axe okay, but I wonder if Axe Techies might be too much for a Monkey King. Guess we'll have to see.
It's a lot of burst damage.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. I could just as easily see that lane being owned by the Axe Techies and that Monkey King being too afraid to ever get those Jingu stacks up.
So the cool part now is like OG have first pick. So you're starting to really see like why first pick matters so much, because you're going to at least minimum see what the heroes that you're going to be against are before you reveal that the Chen was a flex, or if it's just simply going to be like your mid/offlane. Chen.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, you just pick whatever the stable laning core is here, whether it's your mid or your carry. It's like where you often see the Kunkka picks come out for the mid lane, because like, well, it's a Kunkka mid, does okay versus most things. Troll carry does okay versus most things. It's just a good laner.
So you see your safe lane and off lane matchups right now. So you can see a sub like, okay, I'll be +1 against like Troll Grimstroke. So they take Batrider, which I think is a really good pick against Troll Warlord. It's probably one of the best lane counters in the game, and their last hero cannot address it. Like, no matter what, you can't really counterpick for this anymore, because you don't have the slot of being able to like flex an Axe mid or something like that and pick like offlane a Baden or something like that.
Do you think there's a chance we do see the Troll as the flex, though? Could go mid. Obviously, it doesn't help you maybe countering the Bat because you are locked into your offlaner, but do you see potential for VP to use this 10th pick either for the mid or the safe lane, or is it just going to be a safe lane Troll?
I think it's probably going to be a safe lane Troll. What I'd like to see OG pick actually is like Lone Druid or something like that. I think it's pretty good against techies because you have something that can clear the mines before you die and stuff like that. He's really tanky. And I think the Savage Roar is actually really, really nice against Axe. Like, he just blinks in. You get your bear to come Savage Roar him. Your ulti is really good against all these heroes that don't necessarily burst you immediately. It's a 33 hero too. I don't know if they'll pick Lone Druid, but...
Yeah, I mean, as far as these OG heroes go, even now you don't quite know who's playing what. We've seen, obviously, 33 typically play the Chen, but No-Tail can also play it. The Batrider could be a core, can also be a No-Tail hero. Phoenix, we've seen 33 play mid once, but it can also be a support. So 3 of these heroes flex between core and support. Monkey, definitely a core, also flexes between safe lane and mid. A lot of question marks.
Pretty good Beastmaster game too. I just want one of these heroes that has like Necrobook or this bear that just runs in and tanks mines and doesn't really care too much about matchups. Like, I think all of these options are pretty good for them.
Ban the Invoker. So no one's played a lot of that Quaswex Invoker, and there's the bear will.
Dude, I was calling it pick 2.
Here we go.
I knew it was going to come eventually. I think it has way too much value against techies. Like, if I saw techies and I have Koikfa, snap. Like, I'm picking Lone Druid 100%. It's done deal. What? Leaked? Oh, leaked. I see,
leaking
I
your strats, yeah. And 33, that is one of his heroes that he plays, but I could also maybe see Seb picking it up too, depending where they want to end up running it.
So what are our lanes going to be for OG? Do you want that Lone Druid? I guess it depends on the mid matchup if Monkey King can go there, right?
That sounds about right. I don't think the laning stage against techies is as much about the landmines. He's almost always going blast off level 1, and it's much more about how you utilize that spell rather than the mines themselves. Often the mines just end up feeding gold if you use them in lane too much.
Yeah.
So I think you're just waiting to see the mid matchup. If it's a bad Monkey King matchup, you send Lone Druid. If Monkey King gets good mid matchup, you can send him.
I think it's a pretty good Ember game. Maybe you're afraid of the root and stuff like that, but I think you need something like Invoker that just like goes in and initiates fights for you. I think you need a second way of starting these engagements. They take Quap. I guess that was another hero I could see too, but I don't think Quap is actually that good against Lone Druid or Monkey or Bat, actually. I think he doesn't pump up enough damage in this game because of the Chen heal. And the Batrider sticky napalm is still really annoying. All these like blink-based heroes where you want to like churn and blink or anything like that, it's really annoying for when you play against Batrider. And I think Lone Druid, you never kill him, and he has kill potential on you at all times with Root Saboteur combo.
So is that enough for you to be siding with OG? You said the draft could solve many problems, but did it solve enough problems? This is still an OG that has stand-ins. Can they take down Virtus.Pro?
Yes.
Much more even draft, I think, but I'm still leaning towards VP personally.
Okay. And it makes sense going with Virtus.Pro at this point in time. They've been looking better and better as they make their way through the group stage, and we're going to see them here in a second game against OG. We're going to have the opportunity to join Grant and BSJ for that game too. Grant, say the line.
I will not cap, but thank you for asking. I'm joined here by BSJ. And BSJ, we got a Techies first phase, and then, you know, we've got a Lone Druid. We've still got OG running that Chen. It should be pretty exciting when you see the odds dead even, 1.87 on each side. That's pretty even. Would you agree with that, or do you think this draft is one-sided one way?
I honestly think OG has the way better draft this game. They
How
have absolutely
much?
no...
Like 70-30?
Yeah, 70-30 approximately. I think they have absolutely no way to deal with Batrider. As far as I know, I don't think Queen of Pain really beats Lone Druid in the lane. And I've laned a Troll against Bat, so unless I'm missing something or they know something I don't in terms of maybe they're going to rotate the Techies at some point with that blast off to finish off a dive, maybe when Batrider's being a bit over aggressive. That lane's pretty miserable for Troll. I said going into the series I was concerned that the games were going to be good strategic-wise, but they were just going to be one-sided stomps, and that happened in the first game, and I think that's going to happen in the second game, but the other way. Okay. So I am looking forward to being proven wrong, if so, because it will require VP to really out-navigate OG in terms of their laning, like avoiding the Batrider until they have the items to get rid of that sticky napalm, maybe smoking up and getting the initiation on this Lone Druid, because fighting through that bear seems pretty difficult for this VP lineup in the early to mid game.
Yeah, and we talked about 33, you know. One of the few heroes we've seen him play middle on other teams is his Lone Druid, so he has experience in the mid lane because of that. And we were worried, like, hey, he's an offlaner, but he has played middle a lot. Even in Optic, he played it with the Lone Druid, so should have that experience. This Techies Axe, I mean, what kind of lane is this going to be straight up? Is it just going to be super annoying for the safe laner, or...?
I have to imagine so. You should be able to regen through it pretty decently on Monkey King, but I think you just go for the Battle Hunger on Axe. You go for the best trade you can. You probably get an early blast off from Zayak right here. As you see, he's queuing it up. Two-man blast off. He's going to back off. Creep. Yep, get himself below half, and then do it again. Kill yourself, and run it back. 35-second cooldown, not all that bad. Has the headdress. He's right-clicking. This was my concern for Sumail, is he's just going to get hit a lot. Only 1 base armor, 2 with the stat items that he has. They did get the D ward as well from Zayak, so it's really important he did that because they can't see him initiating that blast off.
Dude, why does Techies have 7 armor? I never knew that.
You didn't know that? Yeah.
No,
Techies' base stats have always been pretty good other than the damage. His movement speed used to be trash, but now they buffed him up to 310 flat, so he's a pretty speedy guy. As he jumps in, has the Fairy Fire. I guess that's why he went for the double Fairy Fire build. And they actually can't punish this, so Zayak really pushing his hero to the limit here. I can only imagine how annoying this would be if I was playing carry. But looks like Sumail is going to have the lane pushed into him. Already has 4 CS, actually out farming Rezo. But I guess the Techies has actually stolen 5 of that CS.
Yeah.
So it's a bit deceiving there.
Blast off getting a ton. Middle lane pretty even. 8-1 versus 7-1. No one really running ahead with denies or last hits. Savage Roar to secure himself that range creep, even though he misses uphill. That was close. His bear's getting really low. Is it going to go down here? He resummons at the last second.
You can't resummon when it's taking damage, can you? Did he resummon that like right before the scream?
I'm not sure. I didn't see the plus gold, so he definitely got the resummon, but he must have then.
I almost had to watch that back. I thought that was the mechanic.
Thought so as well. So he must have done a nice play. And man, that would have been a lot of gold. That would have just like changed the lane. Bottom lane, Soxa.
Wait a minute. I just realized something.
What?
I'm going to watch this back later, but I'm pretty... So what happens is when you level up the bear, it refreshes the bear.
Oh,
so I'm pretty sure he screamed it, then he leveled up and summoned a new bear between the instances of damage.
We got some... That's pretty sick play if that's what happened. But I believe you're right, because he did get to level 3 and did that. So.
Yeah, and I think really good Lone Druid players would make use of that. I've never seen it before, though.
That's sick.
That's a highlight for me.
That's
I've learned like 4 or 5 really cool mechanics. What was the other? We learned that Oracle ult doesn't allow you to lifesteal.
Yeah.
And there was one more that we learned. I couldn't remember what it was. I was thinking about this the other day. If it comes to your mind, Grant, feel free to share it with me, as we already have 3 CS leaders on the side of OG to start the game.
Yeah, a lot better, as you said, than the last game. Just securing these lanes. Not having a Chen middle definitely helps out quite a bit.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't flame the 33 Chen, bro.
I will not. If it's in the safe lane or the off lane. Yeah, well, Solo and Sox are just trading farm down bottom, and we're cutting creep wave. Seb's cutting bottom, Rezo's cutting top.
Techies actually mined the creep wave and the creep camp to make Resolution not have to take as much damage to kill them, so that's cool.
That's nice, and they will be taking that outpost bottom. Yeah, ILTW will get some creeps untapped. Troll doesn't mind this, right? I'm actually surprised. I thought you want to pressure him in lane, not let him farm into the tower.
My idea of Troll right now is Batrider actually needs levels to apply a significant amount of pressure with that sticky napalm, so you're going to trade with him, and then once you both get like level 6, 7, you wreck him. So that's what he's doing on Seb. He's actually farming a stacked big camp as well as a double wave.
Oof.
So even if he doesn't get all the CS, because the creep camp may take 1 or 2, that's so much XP for him.
It is. And there's going to be a suicide hit in middle, and guess what? That's
the good old
one way to
Techies
do
gank.
It works out. He's already helped his Axe farm. He just helps his middle. Rezo's in a lot of trouble now, though, in the jungle. He might just go down to a couple more right clicks, trying to run away. Has the bracer. He does have a healing
Seb
salve
kills a
as
courier
well.
bottom.
Seb gets the courier on
Seb is
Solo.
level 5, just in case anyone was wondering. He's already a full level ahead of Troll, and he's not even pressuring. That's what Batrider does best. They can't really mess with him this game because of how powerful Sticky Napalm is. I'm going to be looking for no one to be rotating on him early to mid-game with that ultimate at level 6, as he does bring down Phoenix as well mid. So it looks like mid suddenly turned into a bit of a liability for OG here.
Yeah, as Queen of Pain actually takes the net worth lead
Seb.
after getting that kill.
Seb is living the
the chicken! Oh, he thought
what if he just
whoa.
stopped it?
Dude, if he didn't got the... I mean, that would have been worth it. That's a Quelling Blade, Wraith Band, and a Magic Wand. That is a lot of gold on that courier. That would have been pretty funny, but he doesn't, so Troll will get his items. But as you said, this Batrider should be able to create a ton of pressure, and Soxa goes for the cheeky play, the dive of stealing the bounty rune, but doesn't get it.
So when you're going to cut creeps like this in the offlane, the counterplay that's optimal for the carry is to pull their own creep wave into the big camp and farm both together. And what happened was OG actually blocked the big camp, and then they had to deward it on the side of VP. So this is really cool stuff. Both teams really
they're going to deward the deward.
Yeah. So the both teams are very aware of what both teams are supposed to be doing here.
But he didn't reblock the big pull, I guess. So kind of I thought he would
It'd be really obvious, I think.
Yeah.
So he wanted to make sure they have vision if they're doing the camp, because at this point, Batrider can actually kill Troll and start farming this area because of how many levels he has. Almost level 6 already at the 5.5 minute mark.
You see Solo try to steal 6 frames, but you said
no
it.
one
No one
exactly
needs to come and gank. There's going to be a slow. Oh, but he goes around the trees. The stun won't actually end up going out on some. He's going to try to just go in circles, but he will go down.
Really big kill.
Yeah, nice gank there by no one. Almost has those treads. He has the bottle, the null. He's feeling pretty good about himself, but Sumail right up there with him on the net worth, top lane. He's started free farming the Axe. Can't do too much because, as you said, you're always going to have that lifesteal. You're getting those 4 attacks.
Yeah, Queen of Pain, really important to do this against Batrider in the early to mid game, because once he gets Blink, it's annoying to play co-op against Batrider, but Batrider has to walk in. You almost always get the dagger on him. Blinking and bursting down the Batrider is certainly a threat, because Batrider really does capitalize on his mobility to evade that damage. And Queen of Pain, she's looking. Sumail, maybe it's some trouble as Axe walks over. Cancels the leap away.
Nice play, and he knew he was there because the outpost does show invis units. He's trying to run. Does he have another screen? He does, but he wands up. He's going to throw out the ulti. I'm not sure if that's enough. He tries to dodge it. He can't.
The blast off snipe.
Be enough? No, he's going to survive.
Not
barely,
even close.
But he does.
They only level 1 dagger. Nice attempt, but to no avail. While he's been rotating, 33 is now ahead of him in terms of levels.
Yeah, and he has the Mask of Madness on his bear. Nothing on him, but on his bear. His bear is pretty yoked. Yeah, and he's going to go for this tower. You almost just kill it straight up.
Seb coming in hot.
Going for that bottom kill
Literally.
solo.
Didn't mean that, though.
You're just dead.
Yeah.
Doesn't even
nice.
have to use the lasso.
Yeah, nice discipline not holding onto the lasso there. It's probably even worth not doing it just because of how good lasso is against Troll as well as Axe. It's going to be a free kill whenever he manages to catch one of them. Going for the early boots of travel, so that map presence from Batrider is going to be pretty scary in a few minutes here.
And we see Sumail going after Zayats. Will he be able to make it away? Yeah. Don't want to commit over there. They don't really have too much vision.
Tipping Soxa for suiciding.
We are middle. There is about to be a fight. Rezo wants to turn in, but yeah, that lone druid. Whoa, no one actually blinks in aggressively. Sumail, once again, it is only the level 1 dagger, so he's staying alive. Suicide will fly in. The bear is silenced. They don't have Savage Roar. Oh, there's a Savage Roar. Does he get it off the Mask of Menace? Will he get permanently rooted? He throws out another dagger. No one still alive.
No
I
blink
don't
for
know
two.
how. He will get his blink off barely. They get the techies, and they get the plus 25 gold from that mine. I can't believe that Quap survived there.
They're still up by 1K, though, on VP. It doesn't feel like they are, but
It
they are.
really doesn't. And where's that all coming from? Is it? I mean, the troll is the top net worth. Surprisingly, he's not been punished.
Yeah, he gave him free farm on Batrider in exchange for his own game. Usually, Batrider wants to prioritize his own momentum rather than pressuring the opponent unless he can't cut creeps.
And he pre-ink swells himself, runs forward to get a little bit extra stun. I love that. No Tail summoned him in, but Solo, I believe, saw him actually cast animation with their ward there.
You can hear
and
it
ran
too.
away. Yeah, so well played by Solo, just getting out. And as you said, gold lead for VP, but a much closer game than last game. This isn't a 12-0 game right now.
I'm just keeping an eye out on Seb. He really is the carry for OG this game in the sense that his hero is going to have significant impact. I'm getting the Monkeys Forever 10th pick Batrider vibes here, where you can just lasso whoever you want off cooldown.
And
they have no way to purge your sticky. They have no way to purge the lasso. If there's ever like an Oracle or an Abaddon, you have to have that in the back of your mind that maybe they're behind their teammates, and you have to hesitate a bit. But you can just blink ult anybody you want, and he's going to have super early boots of travel pre 10 minutes from these two camps as he has an Arcane Rune farming him up. Pretty damn great game for Batrider here. Also has the Keen Optic. Other than the Faded Brooch, is the best tier 1 item for Batrider in my opinion.
Just cast range and mana.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
Is he going to get the Faded Brooch?
We are watching as Alliance kind of playing in all 3 lanes. Sumail just hiding in the trees. Techies just pushing it out with mines. It feels like Monkey and Techies are just trading farm bottom with No Tail threatening a kill. Middle lane, Bear's fine. And top lane, just seems both teams are okay farming all 3 lanes at this point. But there's going to be the TP in from Batrider now. They know where the tech is. He's trying not to give it away. Seb has already TP'd in. Whoa, finds the troll. But
they're all here.
What's going to happen? He pops his ulti. Wow, he really wants to hit that net, Sumail. He's going to hold it. ILTW, I'm not really sure about that one. He just... what?
It was level 3 net, and he's like, I'm going to get it, but then he only hit him twice.
Yeah,
so.
I would just say a big misplay there from ILTW. Now the rest going to try to run. But the lane does get pushed out by this Techie's mine.
Not exactly a misplay that you can take back.
Yeah, that was...
once you do it, you're in.
No one going to try to push in this middle tower. Obviously, Lone Druid has already taken his. So he's going to try to push theirs as well. And it is almost half HP, but right again, Bear comes back, says, nope, we're defending. And so what do you do on this game? On either side of things, is OG, who's okay with this pace of game right now, with kind of everyone farming right now?
I think everyone's farming. You get Lone Druid's Deso for Roche. You can do it where your hero's tanking the Roche and your Bear's regenning you up fast enough with the Deso. So they're going to probably look to force that. And you can just keep lassoing people off cooldown. I think that's really their game plan. So I'll be keeping an eye out for the Roche with the Lone Druid. And just keep an eye out on Seb's cooldown of his lasso. That's really going to be their go time. He is, instead of queuing up the blink, going for a pipe. I don't know how I feel about that. I think like Batrider mobility this game could just be really nice, but we've seen him go for a little bit of wonky builds that worked out really well the other day. So I'm not going to question 2-time TI winner fluking Seb.
Oh, bottom lane, some TP's in. Looks like Rezo just wants to defend. No one here as well. There's a lot of heroes in this bottom lane. 33, by the way, is level 10. The Quap, only 8.
He's been forced to rotate a lot on Queen of Pain. You can't really sustain trade with the Lone Druid either. Like, heads up, if you're both trying to hit creeps, you're just going to get bullied. Already losing the mid tower as well, so it's pretty standard that he just had to rotate around on no one. And you're seeing his net worth not as much as his levels, because his net worth is keeping up just fine.
Yeah, it is. And once again, he realizes, okay, I got to try to make something happen. Then he pushes this middle tower with the double damage. All right. You got to watch out, though. Seb he's behind. And he has look at that movement speed. The Windlace, the Boots of Travel, obviously. Firefly, giving you even more, but
Yeah, no
unable to
Faded
catch
Brooch. Always a feels bad man on the Batrider.
him. So this
Do they have
axe
all their items?
close to the blink now. Looks like it.
Yeah, they
Okay.
found them all, so he's not getting it.
Seb will just get shadow struck, and then they run away. It wasn't even Seb who got it, actually. It was the crate. And a lot of pressure being put in this middle lane right now by OG. Almost all of them around there. 33 just farming
Blink
the jungle
axe.
bottom.
This could be a pretty nice timing for VP to just basically fight their way back onto the map. It's not necessarily a team fight heavy game for either squad. Much more about skirmishes, pick off, burst, and occasional objective pushing, but Troll doesn't feel comfortable hitting towers because he's against Batrider with no save. And Lone Druid, same thing about against the Axe plus techies and everything. There is a lot of damage to bring him down. But if his whole team's around with the egg behind, the Lone Druid goes really nice with the Phoenix because of that AoE
Oh my
fear.
goodness, he actually, I think, went for the Chen. Maybe they timed that him perfectly. Sumail is going to be brought down, possibly has a lot of heal. He misses the dunk on Rezo, and this egg is definitely going to be going up. Goodbye, Rezo. Sumail does die. Zaitz goes down as well. It's a 2-for-1. And it looked like a good jump from the Axe, but unfortunately, level 1 dunk doesn't hit the threshold, and, well, they turn it around, and this will be an easy tower. Just like that. The action's going to be quick, it feels like. It's going to happen. People are going to live. People are going to die. Quick.
Maelstrom on ILTW, basically the poor man's version of a Battle Fury. It's just because he thinks he's going to need to participate super early on in this game. Needs that BKB ASAP, and I don't disagree with him here.
You watch him stack his own camps here.
Or oh, no, he got it. Okay. He didn't stack the one, but he's good.
At least he got
Iron Talon will speed up his farm a lot. And it looks like he's considering SNY later. Even if you have a BKB, you're still going to get lassoed. So you still want that status resistance on that one.
To hold it down. Middle lane looks like Rezo, Techies, and Grimstroke all kind of playing together. Obviously, you have the Ink Swell, Blink, Jump. You have the Suicide on the call. You do have a lot of damage, and they're going to go for it. There's Sumail. He will get called, and Ink Swell is there, but the rest of his team's coming on through. Is the heal enough? It is. You have a Chen as well as a Phoenix, and now Rezo's like, oh my goodness, I need to run. There's going to be the Boundless Strike, the slow. Rezo still running. Please save me, he says, but no, the bear runs him down.
Running away from Lone Druid is
Pretty tough.
a feeble task, honestly.
And they've done a good job of protecting this middle tower that has gotten down pretty low. And OG,
Here's
they've
the Roche
grouped
tent
up.
potentially.
Do they got the Deso up? They do. Going MKB next on the bear. Finally, someone's like, you know what? We don't need the True Strike from Rapier. We'll just, get the MKB.
Rapier might be a bit extreme.
On a bear?
Yeah, you definitely need the MKB against the Troll Warling axes. It's the only thing really stopping your bear from just dishing out all the damage at once.
Do you try to stop this, or do you just farm all 3 lanes?
How do you fight it? You can't kill Batrider, and you can't purge his lasso. I think if they choose to fight it, they're going to pay the price, but they are looking to potentially contest.
And they know what's happening. It
Blink
should
call.
go down about 5 seconds. He's going in. He gets a big one. It hits on the 3 of them. It will step
Wow.
forward. They get the big quadruple. The Suicide gets Sumail. He has to buy
Instant
back.
buyback.
Roche is still alive. They're trying to survive. Zaitz gets the kill on Soxa. No buyback from him. Do they go into the Roche pit? Zaitz will end up seeing Roshan is super low. He's going to die on the techies. The bear's still doing work on Sumail. He wants to throw it on his ulti. Maybe just fight. And now they're giving up the Roshan, it seems. Maybe not. ILTW back in. Sumail throws out his ulti. Do you just disengage? You do. And this should be, I want to say it's a Roshan, but Blink Dagger up in 5. They should kill before then. 33's trying. Oh my goodness. They will all commit in and get the Aegis. I'm not saying anything yet. They do.
I don't mind the way they contested. That was super smart by them. OG was trying to scout out the possible blink from Axes. We might have more action, no. But VP actually wrapped all the way around and came from the separate angle, so I think OG felt very comfortable that there was no Axe blinking into that pit, but instead Sumail is forced to buy back, so even though it seemed like a very difficult contest, they took a really smart angle. Surprised me, surprised OG, I think, too.
Oh, definitely.
And at the end, they gave them the Roche, but it was not free. And I think that was really important, all things considered.
And it's kind of, you do give the Aegis to Sumail, but I'm looking at his items, and, well, he's going for the Radiance. But we see the fight here, and, I mean, this is the combo I think God's talked about. Sometimes you don't need cores to help, because you just have an Axe, blink in, easy Ink Swell, Egg. Unfortunately, level 1 Egg, you're not surviving there, ever. Techies with the stasis, holding everyone in place as well. once you hit the higher levels of those techies, mines, and wards, Roche pits are a lot scarier.
As we
Top
see
lane,
a bit of a
trying to
quarrel.
run. The Queen of Pain is here, though, so you got to be careful if you're Seb. And Sox actually pings it out. He's like, yeah, don't go in.
Bottom outpost taken by OG.
So do you like this Radiant? Sorry, to go back to it on
Yeah,
the Monkey
I think
King?
it's a nice item on Monkey King. I think
First item, though?
I think
you squishing?
I think you're either going to do it first item or never.
Okay.
It's an item that you're expecting one of your other teammates to be the one that runs in first,
Gotcha.
and then you're just your ultimate. And on the map, you're also allowed to take super passive farm. And I don't think really any item makes him more survivable if you really think about it. Like Echo Saber, maybe his ult's better, so he could have gone for that route.
Oh, they find Seb, but now they're going to have to run away. Essence Ring is going to get popped. Sox said, though,
Define fine Seb.
he found him.
Yeah, he
I don't
found
think
him.
he
He's
wanted
there.
to, but he found him.
That's a Bat Rider with Hood. I like that he's not finishing the pipe, though. The Hood makes him super tanky to all the crap that VP has. He can kind of just run in for his team, almost synergizing with that Radiance coming out from the Monkey King. And now, once he gets the blink, he can also blink in without feeling like he's just going to die. I think he didn't go blink first because he was concerned that he might just get bursted down after lassoing somebody and not even move anyway.
We're watching poking and prodding at this bottom lane. You see VP, they're trying to poke at this bear. Well, the bear will get his first hits on this tower with the dragon scale, so extra damage being done as
Troll
well.
just can't fight until BKB, so they are trying to force the issue as much as possible. He's still a recipe away from that, and that dragon scale is incredible value, as you said. That is, he even went for the casual glove of haste on the bear.
Yep.
What else has he got? Oh, he's got 2,000 gold. Okay, I was like, when you click the bear, it doesn't originally tell you how much gold he has. I like the MKB also against Axe, because when it gets called on the bear, obviously Axe has a ton of armor, and the MKB's 75 magic damage on average per hit, which is very nice. Might be killing the bear with mines, chooses not to.
We have an ulti pop top
Seb?
lane. It will be a kill. And Seb, that is 501 gold.
That's
I'm
a
surprised
huge
they didn't
kill.
give it to the troll, but yeah, it is still a big kill. Rezo gets it. What's he going for? He's going for a pipe of his own.
Sumail's getting gone on. He might have to buy back and boots travel to this bear.
Oh, no. Will he get brought down? He's going to get healed. That's going to be the Aegis.
Buy
Does
back
have the
from
ulti. Seb isn't buy back, and this is OG. They love buying back, but no, 33 will drop low. No one will he drop. No, he just blinks away. A lot of armor on this Monkey King, but the troll might be able to bring him down before the egg comes off. He does. Egg will burst, and he's just going to fly away after this. Maybe Centaur stomp 1, stomp 2, bye.
That was
A great
VP
fight from
just,
VP.
Yeah, they're just picking and choosing their skirmishes really well. The only reason I think it's hard to fight OG right now is the Bat Rider, and he was dead. They picked him off. They had the potential. I love how Rezo is playing around his troll. That's the best thing about all that's going on right now is Soxa has no dive.
This should be. They don't have the most damage, obviously, if you're not like spinning, but they should have enough slow damage over time. Still has the Battle Hunger in 2 seconds. Gets the call up. No spins. There's the Battle Hunger, though. He has a dive into. He's going off the map. Is he going to make it?
No way.
He's gone.
That's cool.
Goodbye. Well played there by Sox. So the old fly off the map.
I think
worked.
he could have dunked him, but he didn't have it. So he hit the threshold, but it was on cooldown because I guess he missed one in the fight.
And there's the clumsy net going to get thrown out. Rezo, he's in
Root?
trouble if he gets rooted up. It should be eventually,
That
right?
fear
Hello?
pathing.
Any
Dude,
roots?
This is why I stopped playing Lone Druid way back when.
WTB roots. He's actually just not getting one. The RNG gods not there. It is. Will it be the kill? He gets the armor off. Can he juke and drive himself in these trees? He's looking. He has the blink dagger
blocking it.
up, but he's taking damage. Oh, he gets the blink off. Goodbye. So Rezo gets juked out of his boots by Soxa, and then Rezo does it right back to 33. The top lane, that forest.
Did he really, though? It's kind of like he could have just not taken 9 hits to root him.
True as well, but he did make it away.
Yeah, it wasn't.
RNG's part of the game, Brian. You know that more
It's
than
true.
most.
Yeah, just like in Settlers.
Yep.
Gods, damn it.
Uh-oh, there's going to be a pull. Troll
Stun
has
for
his
Monkey?
ulti, has
Oh, he
BKB.
doesn't
He
have
will
stun
pop
on
his
Monkey.
ulti off. Is his team coming? They do. He has BKB. Does he want to get up? Oh my goodness, he's killed the troll. He doesn't want to use BKB. He does actually.
No
They're not doing enough
way.
damage. He's still alive. The boy is going in. Surprisingly,
The
no
wolf got
tails.
the last
Alpha
hit.
Wolf gets
Yeah.
the kill. It gets brought down, but they kill everyone else. ILTW with the bait.
Sumail's Boundless Strike was on cooldown from, I guess, farming. It was 10-second cooldown when they lassoed him. So if they had had that, he would have never gotten his ulti off. But because of that, suddenly paying the price 3 for 1. I think ILTW could have popped his BKB when he ulted, but he chose not to. So he did get down really low. And Alpha Wolf finishes him off, as we said.
Yeah. But I think they'll take that.
He's going HC on 33. I don't know about this anymore. The Bear, I don't know if it's going to be able to do what it wants to do in this game.
Which
With
is
the
what?
hit people, the
Okay.
whirling axes. The whirling
Yeah.
axes is just a nuisance. Nice thing about MKB is the proc pierces BKB, the damage. So you do still dish out a pretty good amount of damage versus it. As Zayak is setting up his camp here in the
He is.
trees.
Oh, see ya.
Does Yule's the Mask of Madness off, so he won't be moving nearly as fast to catch up to him.
And we see this Techie's being so annoying. He's been able to OG, right? They're all. It feels like their playstyle. They love pushing in all 3 lanes. This Techie's done a good job of he's been pushing 2 lanes by himself. Cute Mountain. It feels like OG. I never really see him stuck on their side of the map. In this game, they are. They are trying to move on down, connect up with Sumail here. Still no Radiance, so you've got this Relic, but honestly, until you get that Radiance, it feels like it's still kind of empty net worth. Sure, the damage is good, but...
Yeah, he's like effectively 2,000, 3,000
There's a
net
fight
worth
going
right now.
on here. There is a... Is he going to jump immediately on when he jumps down? No one. He will get
Patience.
lasted by Seb. Patience from Seb. Patience from no one. Oh my goodness. Both teams know what's going on, it seems.
Look at the rest of the map. There's just
Yeah.
2 waves not being farmed.
It is, and they are being pushed in on Radiant's favor, so Dire may be forced to do something earlier. Now he saw the Bear. I'm pretty sure the Bear's trying to hide, but he saw him.
Yep.
And they just run away.
Both teams are hesitant. There's a lot of counter initiation, a lot of damage on both sides. So one misstep from heroes like Axe and Batrider, when you blink in, you're just going to die, and your team's going to lose the fight because of it, as no one blinks aggressively to the high ground with that DD Orchid. Super annoying for Batrider at this stage, going for a potential Halberd, but that doesn't remove the Orchid, just makes it last less time. So if he gets Orchid at the start of the fight, it's going to be very difficult for OG to initiate. And although I favor their draft going in, I think for OG, I think VP has navigated the weaknesses of their draft very well. They just can't really fight this Batrider. They've kind of had to just feed him some kills here and there, but no one slowed down his momentum with that early movement. The Trolls didn't just staying off the map, went for the cheap man's Battle Fury into the BKB as immediately as possible so that he could fight. Really liking what VP's done here. I think the game is only going to get easier for them as it goes super late, but this Monkey King Radiance is going to be coming out soon. Does Axe have the pipe? He almost has it, so they'll be able to tank through the first 7 or 8 seconds of that Radiance burn.
Top lane, it seems to be where the movements, both teams have headed up that way. Seb hiding in the trees. He will get the last
Sox
off
is gonna
once
die
again.
too.
A ton of damage. Sox to go down the other side. ILTW just gets pulled away, but he runs and he's like, hey, you got me, I guess. We got your teammate. And no one, I don't know if you can fight into him right now. He is doing so much. He has level 3 ulti as well. Pure damage, just straight up in your face. You have to be very wary of dropping that low because you have an Axe and that ulti from Quap. So much damage.
Yeah, they know they have no lasso, so with Yule's, they're just not going to
Tier
kill
2.
you fast enough. The only way they can kill him is like perma-rooting him because the Boundless Strike's just not long enough. And he has a dragon skill of his own, super value on these towers.
People
18
forget.
damage per second, that's a lot.
Who's getting it? Who's getting it? It'll be no one, of course.
How did nobody get it?
I don't know. That's a question.
It's all metaphysics and such, Grant.
And whatnot. Yeah, uh-oh. No tail. He has Tranquil Boots, so at least he does have boots. Some Chens just don't. 33.
Dig, No
he
Tail,
sends
dig.
his bear in.
Dig for the salve.
They run away. No Tail will be okay since he is getting healed up. Clumsy Neck comes out onto Rezo, but instead, Seb, you're just dead instantaneously. Oh my goodness, 33 gets pushed back. Sumail from the high ground. He does have the Radiance, so it is going out. Rezo should go down, possibly to the Radiance. No, Essence Ring at the last second. And no one just jumps in and kills No Tail. Any Orchids? No Tail is just, No Tail's, I don't know. He has been a beast game 1 and 2. He's been a beast this whole tournament, honestly. No one is back in prime form, it feels like.
Oh, for sure. And I just love the way he was playing when they had no lasso. He was just cutting creeps, and it really set up this aggressive Tier 2 tower push, which then led to this movement, and Rezo capitalizing on it really well. ILTW committing really hard in fights where he can, because the Bear is the only way to stop him, and that Whirling Axe mischance, that's... You're not getting roots. So what's the odds of a root? Like 20%, I think? I have to see when the Bear respawns. But if you're missing 60% of your attacks, suddenly you're only rooting 8% of the time, Grant. And that's...
I even know numbers, and that's low.
Yeah, that is... Let's just confirm. Is it 20%? Yeah, no? 20%, yeah. So 8% of attacks, if you're Whirling Axed, are going to root. So very, very slim chance that he ever gets peeled off with that root. And that fear doesn't go through BKB, as he has the MKB finally queued up. once again for 33. Stopped back for the Hyperstone considering the AC, but I think he's realized very quickly that his bear is not hitting anyone, and thus he is pretty useless.
We get some items. Paladin Sword for the Dire. Repair Kit, honestly, I think at this point VP's like, you never hate a Repair Kit, but you probably wanted something more aggressive.
Telescope's quite nice for Batrider.
Oh, God. Quickening Charm Techies. Jesus, that has to be the most annoying thing.
He almost has Ags.
Yeah, very
He's
close.
farmed.
As we said, he's been cutting creep waves top and middle. He's been cutting creep waves everywhere. Oh, there's going to be a lasso in. It will be the X. He has the craggy coat now. He is so damn tanky. You still don't have that Monkey King ult to fight into. You do have a gem on Sumail, so you have to be careful about that. They want to play together. Seb is going to get jumped on. He's silent on the backside. There's two put together. No one will definitely be able to bring down No Tail, and they get the dunk up on Seb. They are just running at him, and there's going to be the egg. It gets thrown down. Solo might die.
He BKBs for it.
He does. Will he get it? Yes. Zayat actually gets it, the last hit from Techies. And there's going to be the Orchids up. See you later, Lone Druid. It is a buyback from Soxa, but I'm not sure what you're going to do here, my friend. You might just die. He gets netted before he gets uphill. That's going to be another kill on Seb and Sumail. No one's losing the fight.
The heal from
And
Phoenix.
the ulti to scare him away, it looks like. Watch out. There's a stasis trap, Sumail, behind that tree.
Suicide and get him. Do it,
my
Zayak. Do it.
goodness.
Wow, I actually can't believe Sumail lived there. That was a man fight of all man fights. With the Phoenix behind him, the Jingu Mastery lifesteal has the Jingu Mastery damage talent. Roche is up though. They have a Roche on this, or the ward on this Roche. Vampire Fang's paying mad dividends for ILTW here. He would never be able to do that without a form of lifesteal here. Plus the Sanj and Yasha amping that by 30%, so those Vampire Fangs 30% of 15 makes an extra 3% or so. That's not bad.
I would say so. Not too shabby at all. Going for the Satan next. We've seen this is late game troll, what, 70% status resistance? It's pretty damn good, especially if you don't have a save. They don't have a save on your team, so you are your save.
And meanwhile, No Tail died.
Oh.
And that is an extra 5%,
Bye.
so all the people in chat that are probably correcting me because they have nothing better to do with their lives. And we have Blade Mail coming out from Resolution. That's even more potent against the no BKB lineup so far on this side of OG.
Get it, take some damage. Dragon Scale will proc on it. And are they going to get this tier 3?
Yeah.
Sure looks like it. Oh, and there's the sign. The sign is down. The Aghanims from Techies is out. Guess what? You know there's mines there, but what are you going to do about it?
That's actually pretty sick. I've never seen it used offensively because whenever I have a Techies in my games, they're just sitting in base hoping for the game to end. At least the other 9 people are.
God, what do you do against this?
Well, you can't commit on to Troll if he's in that circle.
Oh, God. The meta. I didn't want it to change like this, BSJ, please.
Well, the sign duration's only 3 minutes, so they just have to wait it out.
Okay. And they're doing it. Seb actually looking around. LTW is going for the bear. Orbit Destruction gets found by the Troll. Did he pick it up or did they get it?
No, he got it.
Okay, I was making sure. The bear?
It's going to die so fast.
The bear is just, yep. Oh, maybe not. They heal it. Does that heal the bear? I didn't see.
I did not notice either, honestly.
I'm not sure if it does. Well, I'll be watching for next time because I'm actually not sure about that one.
I know it heals Chen summons. I don't know if it heals other people's.
Heals all allied heroes on the map as well as all units under Chen's control. It should then. Yeah. From the wording, it should not. It didn't look like it did. So the bear, he's just running forward. There's going to be a lasso on the Queen of Pain. Has the cheese, has the ult of BKB. Can they just perma-stun no one? He needs to do something. No, he just died.
The Maelstroms.
And there's going to be the Phoenix getting the ult of ILTW. You do have the Aegis, but you need to get out of there. Gets feared away a little and no one.
Wow.
I thought he would Yules or something, but he just goes down, and now he's in a lot of trouble himself. He's used his ulti and his BKB. The mines kill 33. Goodbye. Now he's trying to turn around. He does have the Orbit Destruction do a lot of damage. No way he gets out. He doesn't. Sumail ends up helping Sox to get the kill, and now Sox. Oh, no, not like this.
Nice gym, nerds.
Oh, my. And they get a kill on Sox. Dude, the techies. Oh, my God. Oh, wow.
This is why
well played.
One of the best, man.
That's why
Platinum tier
first pick
techies. Yeah,
we've seen teams first banning it versus them as well. We understand now. God.
You just get carried away. You're like, we're winning a fight. No other hero in the game could punish this. And then, yeah, all your hopes and dreams just explode in a quick.
We see it here. Look, he gets lassoed in, and no one. He pops his BKB and ulti. I feel like he could have just blinked away maybe, or even Yules himself instead of BKBing, but obviously you're making these heat of the moment decisions. He goes down. ILTW almost survives even. Running away, obviously Sox and Sumail hit him with those last couple of damage over time abilities. And then the pain happens. There goes ILTW, and here we go. I love it. He's pinging the entire time, too. Over here, over here. And then Axe. I love it. Rezo didn't just run. He didn't just run away, right? They go back in. This is your 2 supports and your offlaner, and they're able to 3v5 you at the end.
I like how he ran away, making it look like he was really scared. Yeah. As they see Lone Druid, they know he's here. They're smoked.
Did you just kill the bear?
No, you kill the hero.
And they will get him. That's going to be an easy stun. There's the Orchid. They get the fear off on one, but the Orchid should be enough damage to get it. It will.
No buyback.
60 seconds down. That is a...
No bear for 80 either.
And an Arcane Rune Queen of Pain with his ulti coming off cooldown. Good on the BKB as well.
I think they don't know if his buyback's up, but they know that there's no bear. So it doesn't really matter if he potentially buys back here as Troll. He's just walking down the top lane. 15k net worth lead, by the way. I didn't even see that.
Yeah, VP is this last 15, 20 minutes has felt like all them. Some good fights from OG per normal, like that one in the base, but the overextension kind of nullified the good fight. And Seb, as you said, he is getting these nice lassos, killing the Quap that time, but you're going to have to do that every single fight to even stand a chance. And the odds of that happening, probably low, but it is Seb, so we'll see.
I just want to keep bringing attention to
Bring
the kill that no one did on Seb early, because Seb was going to be at like 7.5 minute boots of travel, and there's potential for them to just feed off a 90-second cooldown, and ILTW may not have been able to get his BKB in time, and that just changed so much about the game. Most mid laners, they're not willing to just move around the map, basically saying, okay, enemy mid, you can have a 2-level advantage on me.
It's a lone druid. Like, he'll push your tower, and he was willing, as you said.
It's just really good awareness of like exactly what his team needs from him. And I think for someone as mechanically skilled as no one, who also probably has like the cockiness and swagger to want to take over the game, it's basically selfless, right? You are sacrificing your own progression in the game, but by no means is his farm hurting, as he is right up at neck and neck with his own Troll Warlord.
Wow, big shoutouts to no one again.
Yules from Rezo. Interesting. It does help him set up for his own call. Yeah. It also allows him to Yules himself when he's getting hit by Monkey King, so he doesn't
and there's
have to give him Jingu.
There's no BKB on the Batrider. Can he just blink ahead if someone gets pulled and just Yules the Batrider?
Absolutely.
Oh, well, we'll see if it happens. No, because it's just the techies by himself, and goodbye.
Yeah, he's dead.
That is a decent amount of gold. Dude, Sox is getting a lot of these kills in this late game. He almost has the Ags about 1,000 away now. And goodbye, Seb. I just love that the mass pings from him as well as he dies. Like, well, that sucks.
OG's kind of been clowning in a lot of these games, and you can't help but kind of laugh at him and just get more enjoyment out of it knowing it's them.
Yeah, techies especially. You know he's enjoying this. Will
they
get it?
Net. Oh.
He has the Satanic now, by the way. So SNY Satanic, his status resistance is at 44% right now. Stuns lasting half as long. Feels pretty bad.
They call the bear and they silence it, but they can use the fear from the hero itself. Yeah.
And do we have Yules or anything in net? Inkswell.
Dude, that's no bear for 40.
And that's 300 gold. You forget, it's a lot of gold.
At this stage in the game, I care much more about the cooldown, but...
Don't you care about both? You don't care about gold at all?
Nah, man. He's got 20,000 net worth. Like in the early game, you know, it's like that's like 1/10 of your net worth you're gaining, but at this stage, that's like a creep wave for him, so...
Monkey King getting very low just from Techie's mines, has to jump away. Luckily does have the Chen, so heals up a decent amount. When do you want to try to end this game as VP? Do you have to? Do you have the superior late game anyways, so you're okay with this pace? You just wait for the Roche, maybe?
Yeah, just wait for Roche, I think. You have really good pickoff as well. OG's forced to play together, as you see here. Like Sumail, he's not survivable. He's forced to be near his team, which means they're not being efficient. You're probably getting more net worth per minute than they are. And you get this Lincoln's out on Quap, which they now have. It's just really hard for OG to take the fights that they want. He can Lincoln's up his Troll as he runs through the high ground like this.
Oh, Seb.
Raid boss.
Whoa. Rezo, will he just blink forward and even look for someone? Not quite yet. They're running away.
This is the get back in your base play. We're the sheepdogs. You're the sheep. Get out of here.
I will say this Radiance Ags Monkey King, pretty annoying. Continues to just push out these waves super easily. Jumps down. One of his statues come up pretty easy. There's going to be the pull. We have a silence going out, but Grimstroke brought down immediately. You do use a lot of ultis.
Yeah.
And his Roshan up, not quite yet. It may respawn in 5, so we'll know then.
Yeah, they have the Techies
Oh,
Ags
God.
inside the pit. By the way, this specific mine spot cannot be seen unless you are right on top of it.
Yeah.
It is this little nook and cranny that you can't see from inside the Roche pit, and you can't see it from outside. You have to walk right over it. So I can't imagine OG having any feasible way to get inside that Roche pit without just blowing up.
And we'll see, because it does respawn in a minute. I assume once VP knows it's up, they will beeline straight towards it, and that's the decision. Does OG try to take the fight there? Probably not a good idea, but you might feel like it's
Resolution
top.
with the Yule's top.
He does, and he gets the call, as you said. There's
Techies
a TP
coming.
in. No one's there. There's going to be the silence. He does have a teleport. Can he make it? No, the Firefly wears off. He can't make it to the waterfall.
That's the nice part about this Yule's is it gives his team an extra 2.5 seconds to catch up to him when he finds these pickoffs. And it's also very hard to blink call a Batrider if he's got quick fingers because the call does have a slight animation to it. On the other hand, Yule's is instacast, and that they're just well itemized, well played. I'm thoroughly impressed. VP's already been looking good this entire
Hell
tournament, and I thought they had some serious holes in their draft, and they have worked around them so well, and that, to me, speaks heaps and bounds. The first game looked pretty straightforward. All they had to do was just play their heroes normally, and they win the game. Every hero has, like, an ideal way that they want to play the game. In this game, because of this Batrider pick, because of this Lone Druid in the mid lane, things were not ideal. Queen of Pain spent the entire game rotating. Troll couldn't fight for at least the first 15 minutes of the game, and he had to rush that BKB. But they adjusted in the way that they had to, and it just goes to show, like, how the game has played out, right? It was even at 15 minutes into the game. And they navigated the part of the game where OG was supposed to be stronger, and now, since they got past that part on even footing, they are looking good to go. I predicted a potential stomp for OG, but man,
Who's getting the sags?
VP has proven me wrong. I would love to see it on Quap.
Quap or Troll, it feels like. We haven't seen it on Troll in a while. They're leaving it. Definitely don't
Grimstroke?
give it to Rezo.
Don't give it to
Please don't give it to
Grimstroke.
Rezo. You're not a,
No.
the Dark Portrait,
Of who? I guess a Monkey King?
and then you get the Radiance.
Seems underwhelming compared to a 40-second
Oh, tried to kill the bear with those mines there, but
Queen of Pain hold on 40-second cooldown. Seems pretty nice.
it is. Oh, but speaking of Queen of Pain, the level 25 there is going to be the last one. He gets the BKB up, so it does still hold him, and they're holding him in place. The egg should go off this time. They want to fight into. Can they bring people down before the egg goes off?
The Yule's
Doesn't
dodge.
feel like the Yule's. He does dodge, and Sumail ends up dying.
Here comes Troll.
33, they're running in, and yep, the Troll. Oh, God. Sep gets massacred down. He's running after the Phoenix. He can't control himself. And it's just going to be a kill on 33 as well. This seems to be the game. No buybacks on any of those three. If they know that, they can just end it, right? They don't even need the racks.
Yeah, this game's
They'll
over.
go
You have,
for
you, have,
it.
you have a Troll Warlord with an Orb of Destruction.
And
can't
they do go
anything
for it.
about this
Rezo's like, yo, I'm finding you. I'm definitely going to end it. And they do go for it. Maybe if OG sees it, they will still fight till the end. But this is the end. Wow. Virtus.Pro, man.
They're looking like a pro team, I would say, there, Grant.
Uh-oh, there's going to be the Blade Mill. The call might as well get a couple extra kills, fountain camp them. Will they go in? Sox is like, nah, it's not over yet. With the buyback trying to defend. I love ILTW. He's like, shut the hell up. I'm ending this.
I think OG made incredibly good adjustments in their draft this game, and I think VP just dissected them with, obviously they have stand-ins. There's no excuse, though. Like, VP just the better team in this series, period. They outdrafted in the first game. Even if it's an even draft, I don't really care. In the second game, they clearly had to make some cool, smart moves, and pleasure to watch.
It really wasn't. A lot of people overall in general, like, I don't want to see techies in my game, but like watching a techies like Zayats in a pro game, it is actually like a masterclass because he's not just sitting in his base. He's out. He's split pushing waves. His team doesn't want to. I don't know. It's
He's
just amazing.
participating in every single team fight.
Yes.
His team is fighting around the mines, so he's placing them in ways that are it's like, okay, these are the objectives we're looking to take. If we take a fight around them, I'll be very majorly impactful. You don't see him away from his team. He's not he's clearing some waves every now and then, but he's not split pushing.
yeah,
He's a gank
team.
6-second silence follow up, right? And I think why people don't like seeing the hero in pubs is because that is not how
Just sits in your base.
Yeah, and I love to see a professional Dota adaptation of a pub hero, and it looked legit.
They did. It's straight, and they first picked it twice now, 2-0 with it. But my friends, VP taking down the second place in the group. They are now 5-0, easy first place. OG drops to 3-2. What does the panel have to say about all this?
Virtus.Pro as they continue to plow their way through the group stage, 5-0, just like that. This game actually looked like it could have gone OG's way. There was a point in time where it looked like OG was going to win, but Gods Blitz, what happened?
No one is a sick mid player. He went off this game. I mean, I think Virtus.Pro as a team are just so well coordinated. Their team fights this game around the Inkswell was insane. Every time the Axe would blink call, there'd be an Inkswell stun follow-up, then a Techie's AoE silence around it. And none of these Dire Heroes had BKB to get rid of that silence, so it made life really tough. VP just out-team fought OG, which is something surprising to be saying, I feel like.
Blitz, you didn't believe in the Quap. Does no one make you a believer now? That was a hell of a performance by him, for sure.
He does, but I think Zayats really makes me a believer of Techies more than anything. I think this guy knows how to play this hero in such a unique way, because oftentimes, like, when I think of Techies, I think of him as a really defensive hero. You sit back, you play some mines, you can never rely on him for team fights, but the way that he uses his bombs is so cool. He's so good at knowing where the tree fog is. His team is really good at playing around that. Like the bait, especially in the mid push, where he's pinging his mines and he's telling his team, like, come, like, this is the area. They all walk there. OG, they even have a gem. They lose 3 heroes. They lost the Phoenix after that, and that was a one fight for them. That kind of ability to turn around a fight, I think, is so cool.
His Techies did 30k hero damage, the second most on his team. Chorl only does 20k hero damage.
Yes.
Like, and he's not doing that by just sitting, planting mines in lanes, waiting for heroes to come. He's doing that aggressively.
And I think that's the best part is you saw him catch Seb one time. He was placing mines like in a tree area right above his triangle cliff. And he just knows that somebody's going to walk past there. Even if they have the gem, they won't see it in time. He's going to die. And he just knows all these little spots. It feels like he's really learned this hero. Like, I know I can place 6 mines here behind this fog area. Like, Slack should watch this, because this is how you should play Techies. Not his, like, shitty way of dying 15 times in lane and telling you to pick Spectre and hiding in your base. Like, that's so infuriating to play. This is a different brand of Techies entirely.
Is this the Techies that you anticipate more teams to try and pick up themselves? Is this the Techies that we're going to be banning from Virtus.Pro from here on out?
I don't know if you ban it, but at the very least, like, because they're willing to first to it, so maybe you have to. But I don't know if other teams will play it like this, because this hero requires time. Like, you need to know the feel of the hero, how many mines kill. You need to know exactly where these fog spots are, where people are going to fight around. Like, this kind of knowledge, I think, takes a little bit of time to build up.
And I think similarly, it takes knowledge to adjust your play against, which is where it felt like OG, you know, they're not versing Techies that often in these professional games. And until you get that match experience against Techies, you're going to struggle the first few times you encounter it.
And I love the fact that it seems to have really big impact in the lane, too. So he's able to join his team for team fights and stuff, but he, at the same time, is winning his off lane for Resolution, who managed to get a pretty decent amount of farm as a result. And Virtus.Pro, I mean, it seems like they are going to be the untouchable team in this group from here on out. They still have yet to face Nigma, I believe is one of the teams that's still left on their docket.
Yeah, that's going to be an exciting series. I think Nigma looking a lot better today than their previous couple of series. They seem to have figured out some of their drafts. I do worry they're maybe going a bit greedy with some of these, like, you know, the AM draft from Miracle. If they don't play something more fast-paced, early mid-game centric, VP could also run over them. But, you know, this VP team looks insane.
I was just going to say, I'm probably going to hear Rezo on the mic again. They're just going to keep offering him up.
Yeah, I bet you're probably right. If I had to guess, Rezo will be, if VP keeps winning, we're just going
to hear
from
him
him
swerve
every single time.
Maybe no one hops on.
Yeah.
His English is pretty good.
Yeah?
I'd like to
no
hear
one's
from
English
those
is
guys.
really
Yeah.
bad when he wants it to be bad.
Yes.
Yes. No interview.
It's like the South Americans when they were just like, oh, sorry. They were speaking like fluent English to each other when they were shit-talking. When we asked them for an interview, they're like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, no habla. I was like, okay, well, I guess no one's going to hop onto the mic. We just didn't have an interview.
Yeah.
Blitz, you have your questions for Reza ready to go? Because hopefully we're going to get him on quite
Yeah.
soon.
I think it's – I do know what I'm going to ask him.
Okay.
But we'll wait.
Gods, is there anything else from Virtus.Pro that – is there anybody else that can stand, like, from your perspective, in the other groups?
Yeah. Is in either
Contender against Secret?
Because
Because Secret has obviously been the other, like, extremely dominant team. Are we seeing similar levels of play here?
I didn't see the Secret series against Viking GG where they dropped a game. So it's hard. I don't know.
Chicken Fighters.
Oh, Chicken Fighters. Sorry. Yeah. Which makes me maybe question just how good Secret is a little bit. But those are looking like the 2 best teams. I think, yes, the way VP's playing, they can definitely contest them. They have a really good understanding of how they want to draft and play this patch right now. Grimstrokes, Inkswell looking pretty broken. I think that's something teams maybe need to start consider banning.
Okay. Well, we do get a chance to finally talk to Rezo, the only man that we're ever going to talk to in Virtus.Pro, but we're more than happy to do so. What's up, Rezo?
Oh, hi guys.
How's it feeling? What's that?
Or it's not working. My webcam.
Oh, it
Still
is.
not working.
We can
It
see
is?
you.
We can
Okay.
see you and we can see no one. You're both beautiful.
Oh, right there. What's up, guys? I just played amazing 2 games. First one went very well. Second one was like a bit tougher, but overall it was very fun to play OG.
So
How are you?
I'm feeling pretty good because I'm watching you and your off lane, and as an off laner, I know a lot of people complain. They're like, "Oh, I hate having techies in my games," but I personally love it because I feel like it wins the lane with the blast off. I feel like
Yeah,
it's
and
a
right
super
now the
easy
laning
lane.
is super strong.
Yeah.
Especially when you pair it with heroes like Mars or X. This lane is like amazingly strong.
So are
I
you
found out
encouraging
it
your
pops.
team to pick it more?
Yeah, I mean I know I have the best techies player in the world, so like why not abuse it, right? I was forcing this for some time in this team.
You had the techies in your draft in the lane in your team. You also had the Grimstroke. This is a hero we've seen a lot of with the Inkswell. Is this another fun hero to have on your team when you're blinking in with this big AoE stun to follow up your call?
Yeah, of course. It's a very good follow-up. You just go in and then your team has a perfect setup because you're like aggro the guys, then you stun them again, and just like it's just super strong. All of these heroes combine together very well.
Yep.
When Axe get his blink dagger and like all his basic items, then you leave the farm for techies, and he takes over the map. He builds his agrims, and like it just combines very well together, all of it.
I was gonna ask, how does it feel now? I remember at Dream League, you told me, I texted you after our series. You said, "This is the worst I feel." You're like, "I want to die right now." You're like, "I need to get out of here."
Rough times.
Like you said, this is the worst. Like, I cannot believe I'm in this situation. How does it feel now, being able to rebuild with this core group of guys and being in a position where you're undefeated so far in this league?
I mean, it's been amazing recently. Like the whole team atmosphere, the team chemistry is just all working out together very well for us. I don't know why. I don't know what clicked after all of this time, but right now we are feeling amazing, all of us, and we're all enjoying these games. And my overall like life, my state is just everything is in balance right now.
That's very good. Oh, by the way, I do have your package for you. You know what it is. I'll bring it to you as soon as I can.
Okay. Mystery package. Okay.
Yeah, the extra smalls. I've got it for you. It's
Oh,
on the way.
the extra small.
You know, it's don't worry.
know,
The
I
next time I see you at LAN, I've got you.
Don't tell anybody.
Yeah, the 6 boxes. I 100%.
$6 of extra small, right?
Hey, it sounds like everything's working out for you, Rezo, man.
You know me
Everything's
too
going
well.
great. All right, well,
Thanks,
hopefully
William.
we
No
get
problem.
to talk to you even more, and we'll make sure William does get that package for you. Bye, Rezo.
Bye, Roman.
As soon as possible, please. It's hard. It's a hard life.
Always fun to talk to Rezo.
Yeah, we've had that stupid inside joke for the past, like, we just shouted to each other in hotel lobbies.
Whenever you see him with his girlfriend or something.
Yeah,
You know?
whenever I see him near anybody, really. It can be near his parents, like his brother one time. I'll just shout it, and he'll always respond with a smile.
Well, Rezo has definitely been the MVP of our interviews, but who's been the MVP of this series? Well, you can have a chance to have your inputs with that link below, ESL1.com/NBMVP. We're going to take a break, but we have one more series to go. It's going to be... Gentlemen, do you remember it's Viking GG versus...
Cyber Legacy.
Cyber Legacy. Just testing these guys. We'll be back.
We rise up from the dust and claim our throne.
You love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
Dota is the kind of game where you kind of know you're going to win before it's even over. I was having a down day, and I decided to revisit some good memories. My name is Peter PPD Dager, and these are my moments of brilliance.
Multiple witnesses have reported mysterious shadow sightings all around the city. According to experts, the origin of these shadows is
You leave it to me. I'll get your taxes in an okay place.
What?
Well, just as soon as my audit is over, this gets my undivided attention.
Take a lot of trips to the islands, Phil.
Pretty great, right? Oh, Phil's legally dead. Fell off a boat. Going by Dennis now. Solari. Long story. Then we got, oh, no, you're not gonna want to see this.
I don't think this is gonna work.
Just okay is not okay. AT&T has America's best network, now with our best plans at our best prices, starting at $35 a line for 4 lines, new from AT&T.
Everybody loves an underdog. Who needs to be liked?
Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. Victory in a can.
I was running road so many nations. Even when it's so sweet, I end up seeing red. Is it such a ghostly revelation? I may have fucked up all my chances.
And we ain't sleeping on the floor again. We never sleeping on the floor again. For the ones who didn't make it out, for the ones that didn't see the light, for the ones that never cared, never gave a thought, found no happiness in that brand new car. Or the house. I see you talking about the love you lost, and it was gone like way before you ever thought it was. Yeah, I took my time, no quick ones, quick run, quick gas to get back there. Hot roads, I didn't think I'd come back fierce, cause
I was running road so many nations. Even when it's so sweet, I end up seeing red. Is it such a ghostly revelation? I may have fucked up all my chances. Fucked up all my
And we are never feeling cold again. And we are never feeling cold again. But I can't act like it's easy. It's hard to preach. Cause I've been burning trees and watching fall. If we cannot breathe out, we go forward. Sure, I was searching for cure. Fishing a little wildlife. And when I'm low on fuel, I'll still be running till my back broke. Halfway, lost hope and I checked it. Hard roads, I didn't think I'd come back fast. Cause
I was running road so many nations. Even when it's so sweet, I end up seeing red. Is it such a ghostly revelation? I may have fucked up all my chances. Fucked up all my chances.
Been around the globe, looked around, nothing fitted. Seen high and lows, but you won't even get it. Been around the globe, think it's time to admit it's not the end, but the road, and you won't even get it. Been around the globe, looked around, nothing fitted. Seen high and lows, but you won't even get it. Been around the globe, think it's time to admit it's not the end, but the road.
just won't fall.